he tells you people, I want a girl to be in that position. I want her to be big. I want her to be sexy. Diamond Platinums?
Really?
Yeah.
That's big stuff going on for you. Yet you're actually dummies.
Oh no. Yeah, I got inspired by a model she's called Mukisa. Yes. Hello guys. I'm Nekesa Michelle. And my stage name, my social media name is Herman Michelle. All social handles. And I'm so delighted to be here. I'm so excited and so happy. Thank you for it.
A very warm welcome to Kampala Edge Times. Today we are hosting one of the most beautiful models in Uganda. Her name is Michelle Nekesa. I'm super excited for you to see her. You're very welcome,
Thank you.
Michelle. Have a seat, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to Kampala Edge Times.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be here at Kampala Edge Times.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Haki.
You are
So
actually
excited.
so pretty.
Oh my.
Are you a Barbie doll?
Really? No, please. No.
Okay.
I'm real.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michelle Nekesa, and we are super excited to have her here because we have planned this for ages. You don't know how long this takes, but this has finally come to pass. And I'm super elated for you to hear from her, to know what happens in the modeling world. You're going to find out all the exciting stuff and to know whether she's single or not, because that's also exciting to most of us.
Meeting me. I'm a model, an actress, a fashion designer, a CEO of my own company. Like I do makeup, I sell ladies bags, like all that, everything involved with fashion. I'm good at that. Yeah, so I'm happy to be here because this is my pleasure.
Have you had any interviews before?
Yeah, little interviews, but then not. Okay, a few.
On TV?
No, not on screen, but YouTube's. Yeah, many of. Actually, a few of them. I won't say many.
Intriguing. I'm sure our viewers are very, very excited to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle is a model under iFor Models. If you follow our website, Kampala Edge Times, we have written a number of articles about models from iFor Models. These people have incredible stories. They can inspire you from where they came from. And one of them being the first is Michelle Nekesa, or better known as Michelle Herman.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
About me, I come from a nuclear family. Some, few of us. Two siblings following me. I'm the firstborn. I've been living with my parents ever since I was a kid. Boarding, schooling, and then to home to what. Yeah, but I've been keeping on with my parents. Michelle comes from a Luhiya family.
Where is Luhiya? Where does the tribe? Is that like Randis or something?
No.
Is it Western?
Kiswahili.
Luhiya is Swahili.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Actually from Kenya. But I've been living here in Uganda. My mom is a Munyankole.
Okay.
And my dad partly Rwandese, so mostly my life has been here, Uganda, Rwanda. So I've not grown near to Swahili world. So I'll be humbly now. Right now I don't know anything much about Swahili. Then I'll learn. And about me, I'm some simple girl, naughty, simple but friendly.
And the underlined word is naughty. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm naughty, but I'm kind of simple. But this someone you could talk to, someone if it's business, I mean business. If it's laughing, I mean to laugh.
Okay.
I laugh. And if it's talking, I have to talk.
Intriguing. Quite interesting.
Yeah. And about how I've moved to here, my parents have pushed me a lot to my success, making sure I do all that I wish to do. Like, this thing of someone pushes you, like, okay, what do you want? Like, really, you want this? Okay, let's try. Let's support her.
Are you the last born?
No.
It sounds like they tell you, please do whatever you want. Isn't that the case?
No, they just accept what I bring to them. Like, okay. Mom, I really want to do this. And on the side of my mom, I've lived more with my mom. My dad has been outside coming here, but then I've not been with him for a long time, so I'm used to my mom. So she has supported me a lot.
Incredible.
A lot.
Wonderful. So thank you for that information. When did you start having interest in modeling? When do you see yourself as figured out that this is what I will do?
As everyone, as a kid, I also woke up. Like one morning as a kid, I wanted to be a neurosurgeon doctor.
Okay. And what happened?
I wanted.
Pause the story and tell us what happened.
I realized I can't be one.
Why?
When I wasn't good at sciences.
Okay.
I wasn't good at sciences. I was so good in arts, or as in MDDs, or as in sports, or as here and here. But in class with sciences, I used to perform well in them, but I wasn't having interest. But always in my brain, like, no, I want to be a doctor. But I realized that I'm not close to being a doctor, close to being a scientist, not at all. When I used to love fashion, I used to love makeup ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
Stealing my mommy's lipsticks, putting them everywhere. Like,
wait, you used to steal your mom's lipstick and put them
I used to steal
all over
them
you?
to keep them by my side. If I'm going to church, I need to put something. If I'm going to a party, a wedding, I put something.
Didn't that cause you trouble as a minor? As a minor.
She used to cane me.
And I mean, by trouble, that's trouble. But there is trouble of, like you're pretty first of all, and then you put lipstick. You are maybe 14 years, you're 12 years, and some old dude just looks at you and is like, damn. Didn't you go through such misunderstandings?
I went through that. But as a kid, I grew up like, this being stubborn, like so fierce, like even though I fear you, I make sure I show you that I don't fear you at all.
Okay, so people would keep a distance.
I keep the fear inside me, and I bring that fierceness out, like, leave me alone.
Reverse
I'm still
energy.
young. I don't need this.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. But then I used to be like that ever since I was in P6. That has pushed me up to here. I'm that girl that even if I'm scared, you want to even if I'm too down, actually, about having best friends and what I've not been good, like being good to that. I kept it to myself, and I've just tried opening up here when I'm kind of growing up, and then someone shows me like it's right, it's actually fine to be depressed, it's fine to cry out to someone. I used to keep it to myself, like fear, what I fear talking to this person, I fear like this person is going to harass me or what.
Dark skinned, and there's this mentality that brown people are better looking than the dark skinned ones. Were you offended by such things?
Yeah, actually it was.
Give us a scenario.
I'm starting. I was in primary. I had a matron of mine. Our school was an international school. It was God Cares. It's there in Zambia. It's in Kansanga. It's an international school. It's having Sudanese, Europeans, a lot of countries in one school. So I was always mistaken to be a Sudanese. And whenever they would hear me talk, and we grew up at home knowing that we have to speak English and what. I was slow with Uganda because I grew up with my mom. She was a Munyankole. My dad is also speaking English a lot because we weren't speaking at all of Kiswahili, no Rwandese, Luganda English. Yeah. So when I went there, they were like, this girl is too dark. And I looked at this lady and I was like, why are you doing that to me? I don't know, I even don't know why she really hated me. She told me like, you're dark skinned, you're really a Sudanese, it must be a mistake. Your mom lied to you, because my mom is kind of brown.
Right.
So like, your mom lied to you, like you're not from here, you're Sudanese. I cried my eyes to
Poor
sleep.
thing.
I cried, actually didn't sleep inside the dormitories. I slept outside.
So how did you get over that?
No. Getting over that, I called my mom. So she came to this lady. She embarrassed her, like, how can you be this old and talk to a young kid like this? She made sure she's fired. So she lost her job, and
that's serious.
I was fine at school.
Like,
yeah.
Seriously?
It was that serious. She bullied me.
Okay.
And being Sudanese, it's not bad, but she was like, whichever mistake I made, I used to make. Like, look at her. Anyway, that's how Sudanese treat themselves. That's how Sudanese do. You're too dark. I'm not even seeing you. Like, I was young.
How old is that?
That was, I think, 2010, 2009, 2010.
Okay. So you had to face that horror of being,
it was such a horror.
Discriminated.
I don't know if I find her till now. I really would like to prove to her, like, girl, look at my skin. I'm too proud of my black color.
So how does this pride coming? When did you start believing in yourself as a dark-skinned girl or lady?
People starting to appreciate me, because ever since I was a kid, I've never seen. Okay, I'm not exaggerating, but I don't get rashes in my skin. I don't get pimples. I don't do what. Yes, I've been using normal soaps and water, detergents, what everything that they use for skin care.
Okay.
I've never done anything extra to my skin, so it's a free skin. Like, it's nice. Like, everyone just comes and appreciates it. Like, girl, you look nice.
Okay.
So I came out myself, like, really, my skin is really glowing. I got a lot of photographers coming to me like, we need a collabo with your skin. We need this to your skin. And there are some collabos I haven't even done, but just waiting for that. And I'm going more and more.
For example, which designers have you worked with?
Kaskana, Rinji, she designed diamond platinums.
Really?
Yeah.
That's big stuff going on for you.
Yeah, so we get too many designers.
Okay.
Shan, a lot of them. Uganda, worldwide.
Wow.
So if it's a show, it brings a lot of people through.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great. So talking about being used as dummies, quote unquote, like you like to say, yet you're actually dummies.
Oh no. Yeah, I got inspired by a model she's called Jane Mukisa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jane Mukisa, are you watching this? Okay.
She was my OG, and you know that thing of you look up to someone like, we used to study with her, let me see her social media. So I realized she was a model, and she had posed like, iPhone models. What she was doing an advert about iPhone models, and I was so I inboxed her. I was like, what should I do to join them? What should I do, like, to be a model? What? So she directed me here. to the models. You have to come, have to wear this and this to be representable, wear some good films, look good, and like only
Wait,
that.
is that a standard for modeling? Good.
just be a girl, like
Okay,
that
great.
girl. So I made myself that girl. I went to the agency, and then reaching there, I talked to the manager. He told me stand aside. I first look at you. I had this bull hip. I have these hips of mine, and
Oh, really?
my butt. I was like, when they refuse me, I think models have to be too small. He was like, but your body is fine. We like you. And I was so happy to an extent of I was so happy. So happy. That dream coming true, like, oh my god, I'm going to be a model. Christ, Jesus Christ, I can't even believe this.
Are you born again?
Yeah, I am.
You just told me you're naughty.
No, I'm not. Naughty doesn't make me an.
Cool.
I love God.
Go forward. So you are accepted.
I was accepted. They told me, we do training this and this. We do Wednesday, Sundays, what. So I was like, I'm fine. I will come.
Sagala mania.
Yeah.
I'm all yours.
When they told me whatever I need, heels, I bought the heels. I was that boyish chick, like tomboy. I don't have heels. I didn't have heels in my clothes.
Wait. You were a tomboy?
Yeah. I wasn't cheeky at
This chick
all.
was a tomboy.
But when I reached there, I was like, no, let me calm myself down and let me go and buy heels. I bought the heels, but I was, bossy chick, like, yeah, I know, I'm beautiful, yes, that confidence. I bought the heels, I came and started training. No giving up. I trained and trained. Whenever I could bring the shows, they put the shows, I make sure I be there. Contacting with the designers, so they became my friends, all that. My working styles became good. Like, they weren't too perfect, of course, not inspired, but they came like, I've really learned. So they started taking me to shows. I started with I went to NBS shows. It was called Catch Up. We used to go to Catch Up for the fashion shows. He takes me there, and he put me in dancing.
Who is he?
He's called Frank.
Okay, who is Frank?
Frank is the manager. He's our manager. He's the one who manages me.
Okay.
And other models. And the training the same time.
Okay.
So
is Frank a model?
He's not.
How does he?
He's a model trainer.
How does he have all this knowledge?
I think he has done this for so long. He trained those guys of Anita Fabiola, a lot of models.
Really?
A lot. So he's been in this game for a long time.
Wow.
So we've come up as the new generation.
I need to meet Frank.
We found him in the game.
Okay.
He's some good guy, like.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So he took me to the shows like NBS. We went there and started modeling, contracting with the designers, contracting with the musicians. Musicians used to come, make shows, we dance for them, like dance on stage with their music. Yeah. So in that, you're getting a lot of connections and contracting with a lot of people. It was fun.
Okay. What really happens in the modeling world? What are the requirements, and what happens? What's the life of a model like? What is your day like, for instance? Do you wake up in the morning and move through the streets and you just earn money out of that? Or you're photographed by everybody all over the place?
No.
Or you live like Kim
Modeling.
Kardashian on TV 24 hours?
No.
Uh-huh.
You don't live on TV or 24 hours. Modeling is actually a part. It can be a full-time job if you get further, but then it's some part-time job, and which you have to push. Like if you don't have passion for modeling, you can't get there.
True.
Like I started modeling with a lot of girls, but where are they? Not everyone is here. Yeah, they have some got some stuff to do, like which they found more better than modeling. Some are doing more like, yeah, life, but it's all about passion.
So what happens in the modeling world? What really, you give us a picture
About entertainment, art, passion. It's some exciting game. Like it's so exciting, and contracting with designers, talking to them, and they tell you what you have to do. They choose who is supposed to wear their clothes, who's supposed to walk in their clothes. They look at the styles we walk in. When designers are choosing people to work for their attires, they first tell models to move. Like, so they choose who's walking better, who has the nice body for my attire, who is having the nice color for the colors of my clothes. So they choose accordingly to that. So if you're the person who's not learning, you come, you go, you come, you go. You don't even focus on what they are teaching you. Like, I'm an hour manager training us. You have to walk. You do this style, the cut style, the word style. All the styles. And for you, you don't focus. You're the person that will never be chosen by any designer.
Okay.
So you end up in the game without moving on the runway.
Oh, really? Yeah. So what happens when you get chosen to walk on a runway? What do you benefit? What is good in that?
Fame. You benefit fame, and you've moved to that down. You move the runway down. All people are looking at you. All like shows, fashion shows. People look at you like, wow, look at the attire, look at the dress, look at the way she's moving in that dress. Like bride and groom expo.
Right.
They are using those models to show, to portray what this bride is supposed to move, how is she supposed to treat that dress, how that gentleman is supposed to treat, the groom is supposed to treat that suit, how is this supposed to touch the lady. So we are like, I wouldn't say dummies.
Okay.
But
money queens, dummies, of course.
we're like
dummies.
Okay, dummies. Moving human dummies.
Yes.
Supposed to show you how you're supposed to wear this. How are you supposed to walk? Mm-hmm. How are you supposed to sit in this? How are you supposed to look at people?
What's the difference between models and vixens? Because I mean, vixens are also models, according to me. What's the difference?
A vixen is different from a model, but a model can still be a vixen. Whereas a vixen cannot be a model if they are not trained to be models. Models are professionals, and a vixen is not professional. Apart from like the difference in that, models are trained in many things. They can be trained to be vixens. They be trained to be vixens. They be trained to act. Mm-hmm. That's why I told you there is art involved in modeling. Okay. Yeah. So a vixen, they just can bring up someone who can act to that song in that moment. A vixen can be a model, can be anyone else.
Oh, really?
A vixen, it's someone's trait. Let me say trait. When I was featuring in Sasha Vibes' videos, he tells you people, I want a girl to be in that position. I want her to be big. I want her to be sexy. So he gives you what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So if you fail, you don't know how to act. Because
Okay.
a vixen is not you. It's someone being told, I want you to do this because you're paid. Okay, I don't want to say you're paid to do this, but I want you in this video to do this. It's like acting. Whereby a model can do that professionally without any long teachings like first do this, first do this. It's all perfect with a model.
Really?
She's already trained to do that. Yeah. So for a vixen, you can get someone, anyone can vixen, but not everyone can be a model.
Which have you appeared in the videos? I believe you have appeared in music videos, right?
Yeah, Laika, the lady is called Laika.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the song was called Single.
I've heard of Laika before. I
Yeah.
think she's good.
Yeah, she's that brown, beautiful lady.
I mean, musically, isn't
Yeah.
she?
She's also good. Rickman,
True.
and Rainbow Chapel.
Okay.
It's called Rainbow Chapel. There is Serena, but a lot working with a lot of directors. Chameleon also, the artist, Radiant Weasel. So a director captures your character and they'll be like, okay, this girl has to come back. That's why I told you in modeling they train all that. They train someone to be confident. They train someone to appear in a video. Cameras, looking at cameras, how to sit, how to talk to people, how to come in meetings, how to apologize. So modeling is a big thing in training. They do train each and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the modeling world similar to acting? Is it like similar to acting?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is kind of similar, though actors don't walk on runways, but actors do commercial modeling.
Okay. Have you featured in any movies?
Yeah, I featured in Sanyo.
Really? That's big
I
stuff.
featured in Sanyo.
What were you doing in
series
Sanyo?
as a news reporter. Like when they saw me talking, I was talking to my friend. I went out with some friend of mine. They're like, that chick talks. Come here.
I'm laughing out loud. Really?
And they're like, let's see your social media. No, they're like, okay, we shall call you. So the lady told me, let me see your social media. Send your link of your shit. So when I send it to her, I actually love photography a lot.
Right.
So when she checked my social media, she was like, wow, are you a model? You're good, you're good looking, you have a nice skin. I even liked your talking. Just
So you did it just for one scene, something of that sort?
Yeah.
Really? Poor thing.
Yeah.
So you're doing a permanent role. Probably the side chick.
I reached there. I know. Then I joined the Nawe, so his family.
You have access to the Nawisos.
No, Nawiso directing.
Okay.
Movies. Those movies are in Nawiso's directing, yeah.
Beautiful. That's wonderful stuff. Okay, what's the toughest time you faced in your life?
When I graduated and looked for jobs over a year.
Oh, damn.
And I had good grades. Like, do you know that thing of you have good grades, you're like, seriously. When someone looks at them, obviously you get a job. But I moved companies that I won't say out. But you know, someone tells you, we shall call you. By the way, you have, okay, we shall call you. We shall call you. A year passed, full year. That year really got me depressed. I got down on my knees and prayed. Like, I'm a prayerful person.
Okay.
I had to get knowledge, to use my own knowledge of education to employ my own self. So I'm self-employed. I have my own company, as I told you.
Okay.
So that really was a big depression to me. I prayed to God and was like, no. And moving up and down, not having something to eat, got me to some diseases like ulcers. I got too much ulcers and got too sick. On top of that, you don't have enough money and you don't want to show your family that your degree has really made you like you're seated there. You studied for nothing.
So during that time, as looking for the job, are you at home? Are you with mommy and dad?
I was home.
But they didn't see you depressed.
No.
Why? Why didn't you open up to them?
I made sure they don't see it because as I told you at first, I have that fear inside of me that I'm afraid to bring out.
You suppress your feelings.
Up to someone.
You suppress your feelings.
Yeah. So
okay.
I cry out and keep quiet. Then I wake up in the morning and move on the same time. So, and I made sure I don't stay too much at home, so they didn't realize.
You're always looking for the jobs.
They didn't realize like this girl is not working. No, they were like, what are you doing?
Didn't that send you into some bad habits like smoking, drinking? Didn't you get into some bad habits? Open up, thank you. I know your weakness. This is the part you open up.
I drank a little. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's almost damaged me to life. I got I got some disease. Yeah. Through that.
Sorry.
And your parents are like, you're getting sick. What's wrong with you? Like, now what's wrong with you? What are you doing this? You're not even this. Yeah, so, and I, getting sick, and then I failed to tell them that I'm sick. I had to make sure I get the money to pay for the bills, for the medicine, and get well.
Okay.
By force. So that sickness, the people around me, actually, I had to know friends to keep and the friends not to keep by that time. I was like, no.
So some were judging you and...
Yeah, some judged me, some were like, no, you're lost. I think she's not even fine, she's not even having money.
What happened in this situation? Did it lead you to some bad habits, And remember, you told us you don't do certain things, but tell us, are there any bad habits that ended up happening because of this depression? Maybe ruining your life in some sort of way?
Maybe being a loner and thinking everyone doesn't like you, everyone is looking at you as a burden. Almost taking that lead of drinking a lot. Okay. Getting sick. Depression is really bad. It's actually a big thing to everyone around. Any situation, so it's real.
Okay.
So after that, I had to sit down and talk to myself. What's next? Life doesn't stop there. So to leading myself, I also led some of my friends who had failed. I was like, no, guys, just get something you will do, anything. So if you wait for any white collar jobs every time,
never really comes to pass.
My idea, it won't come. Let anything come when you're already there. You're already having something. You're already having money to chase. But if you sit down, nothing is going to come on the table.
Right. That's quite interesting. Yeah. It's actually sad.
Yeah.
Don't get emotional.
No.
Okay. That's really touching. What is that one thing? The craziest thing you've done, and it was really crazy.
I'm some crazy girl. I've done a lot of crazy things.
You refer to yourself as crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm crazy.
I'm listening. True.
I went to a camp, modeling camp, and I didn't sleep for over 4 days.
I told you a Barbie doll.
Not a Barbie doll, but these guys are funny. Yes. No, where it was a party like camp, like that have that fun. Yes. You guys are outside alone, like with some people outside, but then that fun, like music, loud music.
But I'm surprised because when we were off air, you told me something crazier than that.
And the other thing, okay, that one, that crazy thing I've ever done. That's really crazy. I've ever talked to a friend
On phone?
on phone from 9 p.m. To 6 a.m.
And we need to get
as a friend. So
no, that's not the answer. You're going to answer that.
I've not done it once or twice. So I've actually literally talk on phone. I can talk on phone. If I decide to talk with someone, like I can talk till I cannot, like not even looking at the time, but talk and talk and talk. Because this person was like, really, what time are we going to sleep? I was like, no, let's talk. We talked, only to hear the head outside.
We are still waiting for the gender of this person.
I told it, I didn't do it once or twice, but
we're talking about with one instance of 8 to 6.
It's not one person. It's literally not one person.
Please.
If I can even talk to you, if I decide to talk, I can give you jazz myself. I can even give you jazz till morning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you tell another girl out there watching you if they wanted to become a model?
Any girl wanting to become a model, they have to know that modeling needs passion and pushing. Someone who is ready for all circumstances. Yeah?
Yes.
You're ready for the hard time. You're ready for anything that would want to damage your dreams, and you will not need any negative side to you.
Sure.
Pushing. You have to be negative. You have to be positive. You have to be positive. You have to learn that many people around you are going to discourage you. Many people that come up to you are going to look at you as a star, and they will expect you to have a lot. Yeah? And you have to show them that you're not giving up. You're always on table.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you sit on your talent, no one is going to get it up for you. No.
Sure.
No one.
Right.
You go to a movie, they tell you you're going to be the bad girl. You're going to be the stepmother, that bad stepmother. But that's not you.
Right.
You're not having that bad heart. But you're being told to act bad-hearted, to act evil. So, as well as vixen, that's the art of vixen. You're told to sit there as a boss. You're not even a boss. You're told
but you have to wear that coat and
you're told to be in the video, to be a wife of, let me say, Viper ranking in the video. You're a wife in the video.
Yes.
But you guys are strangers.
The thrill of it all.
How it has been with me, I love modeling. It's off. And myself, my characters, and the way I act, the way I love my body, the way I love myself. Modeling is a feeling. You have to feel yourself. If you're going to model and you're like, I want to be like the other person, I want to be like, if you look at someone else, you're not going to model.
Okay.
If you're not yourself. So modeling, if you have to be yourself, like, this is me. He wants me to move like this. He's training me to move like this, but I have to love the way my body moves to portray the fashion. So that's why when we are moving, we don't look at ourselves. We look straight to the people. We look straight to the camera. Meaning we know what we are doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Knowing what you're doing, because you know how your body treats it. So you know, if I put the hand here, it will pain me. I have to move like this and let them not see my pain.
Is there anything else outside fashion in the modeling world?
Art. Modeling is art.
Okay.
Art itself.
So, like for instance, when I see you in adverts, you're appearing Coca-Cola adverts.
Oh.
Is that still fashion?
Oh.
Explain.
Okay. We have commercial modeling. We have runway.
Thank you. So you are now dividing
So,
them. Great.
Commercials. We even have voiceover modeling.
Oh, voiceover is also modeling.
Yes.
Okay.
Where you go to radios.
Mm-hmm.
You hear those adverts like, stop, juice, what, those voices.
Okay.
Those are model voices, and it's trained.
Really?
They just don't pick you from nowhere. Like, come, we want you to hear. No.
Right.
They only choose. I don't know about, about radios and screens and what. Those, all I know, they're trained and professional models for that.
Okay.
So those are voiceovers, and then commercials. It can also cover the voiceover people inside them, but commercials, it's the advert. So I appeared in an advert myself.
Which one was that?
It was Cannonball.
What is that?
And I was.
Is that booze?
That's a drink.
Is that booze?
An energy drink.
Thank you.
It's not alcoholic.
Okay.
So they looked at my profile on Instagram. On that information you talk about yourself, I wrote that I'm a commercial voiceover runway model. So they knew obviously that one's a professional person. Come, they just called. So I told them, you talk to my manager. They talked to the manager. Sure. Then he told them how I do it. So they were like, yeah, she will do. I went there. They told me to make I acted as a music producer,
right?
And I had to get tired and take that energy drink.
Right.
So I played the music. Then I got tired. Then I had to take. So that's also trained that when you're taking, you don't have to cover the label of the what?
Okay.
The label of the drink.
Yes.
What you're taking. So I had, in the way I touched it, in the way I held it, I made sure the label shows.
Right.
In the way I was looking at the music, I made sure the cameras are seeing me.
Okay.
And non-stop. So all that
is trained. Why all this love? Do you just want pomp? You want to be like the Kardashians, you know? You want to be like Beyonce? What really pushes you to keep modeling despite all the challenges? And we are about to get to that.
I want to be a star.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who do you look up to?
In modeling, I look up to, she's called Maria.
Okay.
Well, Maria, she's called Maria. She even kind of looks like me, but in the model world, they know her. I look at.
How about Lupita Nyong'o? You told me about Lupita Nyong'o.
Lupita Nyong'o, I look up to her in acting.
Okay.
Yeah, and how she pushed herself to get where she is. That also contributes on how I do it.
Okay.
I look up at a lot of models, and in Vogue, in Victoria's Secret, I watch their shows. Every show they put, I watch them. So I look at them all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I have to go and walk on that stage, and people are looking at me, and they're taking off their cameras like, wow, look at the way she's moving, look at the way she's wearing it.
So that's satisfying to you. You just want
so
the pomp.
Satisfying.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you now, before we go to the challenges, are you single?
No, I'm seeing someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it sounds like there's a but coming. Don't lose hope.
Yeah, of course, if something fails, I push to another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't.
Sounds so easy you.
I just don't settle for less.
Let us first leave the modeling world. But toughest time in your life? What was that moment that you're like, damn, God, are you there? Do you even exist? Why all this?
The negative feedback. The always thing models are, I wouldn't say that, but some models are prostitutes. Like, it's a title they give to them.
Okay.
But in modeling, when you're signing a contract, they ask you, which kind of model are you? Are you a bikini model? Of like a bikini model or a non-bikini model? That model that would be free to bring out her body, be free to walk in bikinis, shoot photo shoots in bikinis, and what. I wouldn't say they are prostitutes, but before you entering the industry, they tell you everything that it's there. So you're the one to decide.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is in some parts of Uganda, it's not the culture. Yeah. But it's also part of modeling. But they tell you to choose. So you're the one to decide whether your parents or family is fine to watch that or not. Yeah. So me as a person, I came up and I was like, no, I'm not fine with bikinis. So as my family kept on watching my shows, kept on watching my photo shoots, they've never seen any of that. And they're like, you are a model. I tell you, your body's not outside. And I was like, that's what I was trying to tell you. Not everyone wants to put their body outside. Yeah?
Okay.
It's someone's choice to decide whether I can be seen or not. But as a person, I don't. And modeling is it's art, yeah, and passion. Outside, I won't say we are adapting the Western world, but their kids, they allow someone to be themselves, yeah. So you're the one to decide, what do I want? I want to be a doctor. As a doctor, someone's kid wakes up and wants to be a doctor. A model can still be.
People who look at you don't look at you like a cardboard. They don't look at you like a pillow. They look at you as a real human, and maybe you're looking good and you're showing them how pretty you are. Do you think they focus on the clothes or you?
They focus on me and the smartness that I portrayed at that very moment.
Okay.
Someone who's too compliments, like, really, she's so beautiful, which is not like which is art on me.
Okay.
Not art on the attire that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
But then still someone be like, wow, that dress is nice.
Because it's on you.
Because it's on me.
Great.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's art. On the person themselves. That's why I told you, like, modeling, they train it. They even train you that art. They train the way we look. We smize. It's called smizing. They train the way we talk. So you end up like, someone looks at it like, oh, there is that special, there is that move they give, and it's different, and you can't pick anyone from nowhere and put them on stage and do the same thing. Though we are all humans, which means the other one is trained.
Okay.
It's trained art. Thank you so much. It was such a big time with Kampala 8 times. I'm so grateful that I was here. I'm so happy seeing you guys here, like, watching me. This is Nekesa Michelle again, and all my social media handles, Herman Michelle in brackets, Michelle the Model, in case you don't see it. But it was such a great time seeing you all. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So, as we know very well, every good thing comes to an end, and this episode has also come to an end, you know very well. We are so excited that we're able to bring to you this beautiful model, Michelle Herman, aka Nekesa Michelle, aka Michelle the Model. and we believe she has inspired you, and you guys are looking out for more stuff from her. And you can follow her on her socials for more info, and if you want to give her gigs,